Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gators! First score of the game goes up.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's McGarry. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt.
The snap to the up man. They'll fake it. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Bregman. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack of the third down?
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking to scramble. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is really dangerous because
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And the pressure gets home. And he's knocked down. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
and the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire.
Great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the other. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Leaves it with the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll ride the hot hand. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turn.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets away. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game.
It's a fake, going for the sticks. And the gamble works well enough. Maybe you look for the score on the fake field goal, but at least they got the first down. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Now they're going to throw it. On the move, he fires. Got his man. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Fights off a defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the...
And the is knocked down back at the 13. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath. Return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does. man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Connors. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's loose. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw. Wegman. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Got a man. It's Sturdivant. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gators will punt this one away. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete it. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. We've got a change of possession.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That is how you start a drive. You need the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Scanning the field is Lagway. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They bring him down. solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he